Hello to all my dear students. I'm Dr. Deepti and I'm back again uh, with a new target for all of you today. And the response that I got yesterday after the target session on being accountable is tremendous. A lot of you have already given a grand test and you had sent me your scores, and I hope I have replied to you. Today, I am going to give you yet another target. Now, I feel that, giving you smaller targets amidst the bigger targets will keep you on track. And this is precisely what I talked about yesterday as well, that we have a long-term target, but to reach that target and to stay on the right track, to stay focused, we need to have smaller targets as well. Also, in my today's talk, I really want to talk about the concept of stretching your limit. We do receive a lot of messages where, the students say that the 6 hour classes for them in a day, live classes that we're doing on e-medicos is overwhelming and you need a break. So I thought about, maybe it's a little time to learn about stretching your limits. And when I say we're going to stretch our limits, it has to begin with every single day. And we are going to, prepare ourselves for this phase of intensive study, which we will need eventually down the line. So, the target for today that I'm going to give you is that we have been covering things in live classes. And to ensure that you stay on track, uh, I want, or we decided to, give you a test paper based on what we have done with you in the live classes on eMedicos. So to begin with, we have put a pathology class test for you, which was based on what has been taught in the live classes, which is general pathology. And what I want all of you to do is, if you have attended the live lecture on general pathology, I want you to now appear for this test in the next day itself. So I'm giving you a target for tomorrow. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to appear for this test and then send me a message back on how many questions did you get correct in this test, right? So I want an assessment by you. So you send me a Telegram message telling me that you did appear for the test and this is your number of correct responses. I will tell you then how to improve on and how to utilize this test to build a stronger base, to build a stronger content, and how to convert your weak zones into your strong zones. But now, since I said I want to inculcate this in such a way that you learn the art of stretching your limits, and it has to start with small, small phases. So now, I don't want you to disrupt your routine of the day. So, when you get up, you're attending a live class in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. I don't want you to disrupt that schedule. I want you to follow your schedule the way you have been doing so far. When the phase comes that you say, okay, I'm tired for the day, I am done for the day, this is when I want you to pick up this class test and appear for it, right? So this is the time when your body or your mind wanted to give up. And this is the time when we are going to train it on how to persist, right? So listen to me very carefully. I said, I want you to give the pathology test, which has been uploaded for all of you who have attended the live lecture of pathology on eMedicos. But I don't want you to give the test out of your schedule. I don't want you to take out time specially for it. I want you all to stick to your routine schedules of the day, whatever you have planned. So you are still going ahead with the live classes. So you do that just the way you've been doing so far. And when the limit comes, which means, you say, okay, I can't study any longer. I am done for the day, or I'm mentally tired, or I'm distracted. I want to do something else now. This is when I want you to train your brain on stretching your limits, right? And as I said, this is an art. Your body and your mind has to be trained. And believe me, you will need this as clinicians, surgeons, physicians, the para clinical branches that you do. There will be times when you will have to stretch your limit as well, right? So when you become doctors. So let's train ourselves for this. right? And we are going to train with small increments. So this test paper is not a very long test paper. It wouldn't take you very long, right? Probably it should take you somewhere around half an hour to a maximum of 45 minutes, right? I don't want you to exceed this time limit. So give yourself a time limit, put a watch time, and then do it in a time frame and do it then you felt like doing something else when you had a strong desire to maybe switch on YouTube or Netflix or anything else and give up studies. That is the time when I want you to take up this test, right? And then I want to see what was your concentration level. So when you give me a feedback on your performance, I also want you to comment on, was it easy for you to stretch your limit, right? Just by half an hour or not? Were you able to concentrate in that time, right? And were you able to stay away from distractions? Did it motivate you to probably do something more for another half an hour? So that is going to be a bonus. A lot of times when you actually want to give up and you don't for whatever reason, you get impressed by yourself and you feel challenged and you feel that okay, I can do this, and you challenge yourself even more. So I also want to know that did some of you get that feeling that okay, let me do something, another test or another set of questions for another half an hour, right? So let's see if this works out. So we are going to learn in this audio session two things. One is stretching your limit, and two is this is in relation to what we did yesterday, which is having short term targets for meeting a big target eventually. So I'll keep this one short and crisp, but I do look forward to hearing back from you. So let me know tomorrow or maximum by day after whether you appeared for the test or not, what are your feedbacks, and were you able to stretch your limits or not? Take care. Bye bye. Wishing you good health, happiness. Take care.